Hello everyone, thank you for watching my videos. Like the last one was really, I wasn't expecting that amount of response that I got in my last video for the song Amaro Porano Jaha Chai. The shorts really did so well, it reached more than 1100 people, and also I gained so many subscribers. We are now 26 subscribers strong when I'm recording this video, and everyone seems to be very active. I am really looking forward to building this something together, very happening, very active, and full of energy. Um, I really want to keep moving like this. Just keep encouraging me with your wonderful comments. Also, feel free to uh, request for any song that you want me to analyze on Tagore. The on Tagore songs, the playlist that I am doing right now. And today I have chosen one of the songs that are probably not so heard of, but I am trying to choose from some little different themes, because we have done devotional songs, we have done love songs, we have also done something related to nature, which slightly touches the devotional side too, but it was mainly the nature, based on nature. Now I wanted to touch on the patriotic side. So when we talk about patriotism, we know of a very popular song all over India, that is, you can guess it, right? যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে. That's a very common song that everyone almost knows. Even Shri Amitabh Bachchan ji had sung this song. But I'm not going to choose this one, though I'll probably one day. But this is a different patriotic song, but it's one of my most favorite ones again, because uh, because the kind of message that Tagore wants to put across in this song is very profound and very strong, in terms of whenever one would want one's nation to be, moving forward with courage and strength. This is the kind of song one needs, and I think this is the right time now, because India is somewhere, every one of us almost, I think, more or less feels that energy, feels that surge, feels something is just rising right now in the spirit of India, and probably we are moving towards a very good time for India. Really hoping so, by God's grace. Everyone who is living in India or outside of India, anyone Indian, belonging to any culture or religion, I really wish you a very good, healthy kind of life, that you can yourself live and let other people live together in harmony. Having said all of that, 3 minutes into it, um, I would make one announcement towards the end. So I would like to like you to stick till the end of the video. I'm not sharing that particular announcement right away, but that's a little bit of teaser for you, that stay till the end. I have an announcement, so I really want you to hear that announcement. So let's say you first get into the song, and it's a Shodesh Porjay song. Tal is Dadra and Lay is Ishodruto, which means slow paced song. Let's start. Ore Nutan Juger Bhore Desh ne Shomay Katiye Britha Shomay Bichar Kore Ore Nutan Juger Bhore Ki rabe ar ki rabe na ki hobe ar ki hobe na re Hishabi ki rabe ar ki rabe na ki hobe ar ki hobe na ore Hishabi ভাবনা মিশাবে ওরে নূতন যুগের ভোরে, যেমন করে ঝরনা নামে দুর্গম পর্বতে, নির্ভাবনায় ঝাঁপ দিয়ে পার অজানিতের পথে, যেমন করে ঝরনা নামে দুর্গম পর্বতে, নির্ভাবনায় ঝাঁপ দিয়ে পার অজানিতের পথে, জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই হানবে তোরে মানা, অজানাকে বশ করে তুই করবি আপন জানা, জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই হানবে তোরে মানা, অজানাকে বশ করে তুই করবি আপন জানা, চলায় চলায় বাজবে জয়ের ভেরি, পায়ের বেগেই পথ কেটে যায় করিস নে আর দেরি, ওরে নূতন যুগের ভোরে, দিস নে সময় কাটিয়ে বৃথা, সময় বিচার করে ওরে নূতন যুগের ভোরে। So it was a very refreshing moment for me, because kind of a nostalgic moment, because again this song was learned by me when I was just a small kid in the year 1994, and I was very mesmerized by the meaning of this song that it carried, because when you are very small, a child, you are full of energy and full of hope for life. You see the entire world, your entire life, everything in a very positive light. You are so accepting, you are so much with open arms, and at that point of time, when you get to hear Tagore, someone like Tagore, saying these words in front of you, it really inspires you to a really big life, where you see life as a bigger thing, much larger than the problems of life. Because when we are small children, though we face problems in our small, large scale, or whatever, depending on the kind of life we get to live, but the size of hope, the size of faith, the size of acceptance, um, the size of positivity is much, much larger, I think, in childhood. So let's just try to decipher this song, analyze this song. Ore Nutan Juger Bhore. The first line itself declares that Ore. Ore, the first word used is Ore. It's more like hey in English. Okay. Again, certain words are very difficult to be translated in English. Probably this is one such, but maybe it is a little bit close to hey. So it's addressing someone like, hey, notice, pay attention, kind of thing. Ore Nutan Juger Bhore. I'll look for the time, the year in which he wrote that song. I'll write that year in the description box. But I am somehow guessing it should be around somewhere when the entire India or Bengal was very much involved in the freedom movement. Probably somewhere after 1897 till 19, somewhere in between 1897 to 1940s is what I feel. In that period, this is all happening, and Tagore wrote this song. Probably to, you know, as an artist, he is also a revolutionary, right? So artists have so much strength in them. They can influence, they can inspire people to think in a certain direction, and it is so important for artists to pick up the ideas, to pick up the issues, to talk about the things they really, that really appeal to them, about the society, about about the country they live in. So this is one such work by Tagore where he is saying that Ore Nutan Juger Bhore, that is, the Nutan is new and Yug is, we know, the new era. So he already declares it as a new era. So it's at the morning of the new era. Hey, Dishne Shomoy Katiye Britha. Do not waste your time. Just do not pass on your time uselessly. And it feels so evergreen. The first line itself feels so evergreen because, it seems so fitting. The context feels so relevant even today. As young people, as youth, we should be, taking the charge of not only our lives, but also the lives of the people around us, including the ones who build this nation, right? This country. Dishne shomoy katiye britha, shomoy bichar kore. The third line is very alarming. It's saying that shomoy bichar kore. It is time that does the justice. Judgment day is in the hands of the time. So if you value time, then your value would be paid back. So just do not waste your time, because wasting your time is equivalent to wasting some very meaningful and useful resources that would count largely in the quality of your life as a whole, as a nation. Okay, about the nation, in the first stanza we are not getting any declaration, but it's more about, the direct word is not used yet about the country, but we can somehow sense. And he also, he already gave the topic as Swadesh Porjay, which means patriotic theme. Ki robe ar, ki robe na, ki hobe ar, ki hobe na. Okay, here we always do the analysis on the basis of the lyrics, right? So by God's grace, I had the opportunity last year in 2025. It was, you can obviously, like, I do count it as one of my greatest achievements of my life, is that I got selected in Nishtha, a musical retreat by Ma'am Kaushiki Chakraborty. So I mean, she is a classical world's giant figure, right? She is a legendary figure in the genre of classical music. I do always from childhood have learned rabindrasangeet, mainly trained in rabindrasangeet, done Nipun 7th year. I have been trained in classical music also, but I have never pursued it that seriously as I have done with rabindrasangeet. So when she had opened her auditions, she said that any non-film song you can sing and send across without any music production, and just record it raw in your mobile phone and send it across. So since it's a non-film song, rabindrasangeet was allowed, so I just sang what I know and what I love. And by God's immense grace, I got selected, and I went to the musical retreat for 5 days in her place. And I mean, one of the greatest takeaways from there was, imagine she was not talking about Tagore there at all, obviously, right? It's her workshop, it's mostly about Indian classical music. But I, as a student of Rabindranath could get things around Rabindranath there. And I was so much in tears while attending that workshop. You know, I was discovering and rediscovering Tagore in different new ways. You know, it felt like I'm seeing a new Tagore in front of me. I have always seen Tagore as someone, you know, with such rich literature. The words that he speaks are like fire and are coming from the depth, you know, from the depths of your heart, where you do not even know that such a depth even exists, right? He picks up words from, picks up emotions from there, like any kind of emotions can surface, can resurface, any suppressed, oppressed emotion can resurface with his words. But I came to know Tagore as a composer when I went to Kaushik Imam's musical retreat. uh, Topic of discussion for some other day, but I would like to touch base a little bit on this, that here in this second stanza you can see how beautifully he played with the notes to actually, you know, express the uncertainty of the message. I mean, the message itself is saying that it's uncertain, and now the you know, to say something is uncertain, the tone, the tune that you need to actually, you know, create that uh, idea or the sense of uncertainty, that note, those notes he is using, this so beautiful. You see, some komal shur is being used. That's kamal swar. I don't know how to say it English, say it in English, but ki rabe yaar ki rabe na, dha 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 ni sa 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 re sa 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 ni sa re, ki rabe yaar ki rabe na, re twice komal re, ki habe yaar ki habe na. You can sense this, na? You can hear this sudden drop to komal re, sudden drop to komal ga, dha, ni. Most of these here are used. Even the shuddhani is also there. Ki rabe yaar ki rabe na, sa ni sa re. Here shuddhani. Ki habe yaar ki habe na. So you can sense that uncertainty through these odd notes. Ore Hishabi. Okay, I was saying uncertainty. Actually, what these lines mean is ki robe yaar ki robe na, ki hobe yaar ki hobe na. This is like when you are anxious or you are worried, you think like that, right? When you do overthinking, you think like that. क्या होगा, क्या नहीं होगा, क्या रहेगा, क्या नहीं रहेगा. All that sort of things. Like you keep on doing calculations. You know, if I do this, this will happen. If I do that, that will happen. No, if I do this, this will stay. If I do that, I'll lose this. No, all those calculations you are doing when you are worried about something, when you are anxious. So, Ore Hishabi. Now, he is addressing, hey, the calculative person. Hishabi, I do not know the translation of this word in English, but it's more of like, the meaning is the one who calculates is called Hishabi. So he is addressing this person, whoever he's trying to convey this message to the young people of India, that you are doing a lot of calculations, that what will stay, what you will gain, what you will lose, what will stay, what will not stay, what will happen, what will not happen. If you, I mean, you are calculating all of that. Now next line is coming, এ সংশয়ের মাঝে কি তোর ভাবনা মিশাবি. Now this is a সংশয়, this uncertainty. সংশয় is like doubt, uncertainty. So in this uncertainty, what thought will you mix? What do you want to mix? I mean, do you want to mix your thoughts in it? He's kind of questioning this to the youth. Somewhere I feel till this much, it gives you a feeling of that when you were young and you were the nature has actually bestowed you with strength and energy and hope and faith. You should be in a position to make the best use of it. You should not be over calculating things. You should not be doing overthinking. The josh should be there. This is what I am getting till this second stanza of this song. যেমন করে ঝর্ণা নামে দুর্গম পর্বতে. This stanza is this place is very favorite of mine. যেমন করে ঝর্ণা নামে দুর্গম পর্বতে নির্ভাবনায় ঝাঁপ দিয়ে পড় অজানিতের পথে. It is saying, likewise, I mean, the way a stream of water, the spring, not the stream of water, it's like the spring, jharna. The way a spring flows down, durgamo parvate, like a very durgam is like from a very dangerous. Durgam is a difficult mountain, you can say. Durgamo parvate, rocky mountain, what it means to say. So if the mountain is very rocky, obviously the spring that is the jharna that is coming through it will of course have a lot of force in it, so he is saying that the way the jharna just jumps through the durgam mountain, rocky mountain, নির্ভাবনায় ঝাঁপ দিয়ে পড় অজানিতের পথে. Just don't worry, jump in the route of the unknown, in the world of the unknown. Path is actually the way, but when I am saying it in English, it has to sound like on the way. It sounds a little odd, so direct translation doesn't work. So you can say that what actually keeps us back, what restrains us from doing or exploring newer things, is only the fear of failure, only the ignorance. You do not know what's in store. You do not know if you do what is going to be the effect. You do not know what is going to be the result. So this unawareness, this ignorance, this fear of failure is all that holds us back from trying and exploring things, from throwing ourselves into the idea of it, right? So he's saying that do not over calculate, do not overthink. Just like the spring, that water that jumps off the rocky mountains as a spring, just jump off in the world of unknown. Worry less, do not be afraid. জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই হানবে তোরে মানা. This portion is also my favorite. I like this, the music of it so much. Let me sing again, জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই হানবে তোরে মানা, অজানাকে বশ করে তুই করবি জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই হানবে তোরে মানা অজানাকে বাস করে তুই করবি আপন জানা চলায় চলায় বাজবে জয়ের ভেরি পায়ের বেগে পথ কেটে যায় করিস নে আর দেরি ওরে নূতন যুগের ভোরে what lines, what music, like just by singing to yourself you enjoy so much. You would not have an audience, but you still enjoy because the music is so rich. জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই হানবে তোরে মানা জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই. So when he is comparing your force of life, when he is asking you, when he is appealing to you in this song to actually throw yourself to the unknown, just like the spring of water throws itself from the height of the Rocky Mountain downhill, like that it is, he is asking your life force to be thrown to the unknown. জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই, it will spring up. জাগবে, it's like it will arise. You imagine the roughness, the rockiness of a mountain and the force of water that gushes through, you know, that jumps off that cliff. It rises. The beauty of it actually, you know, it's in that splunge. জাগবে ততই শক্তি যতই, the amount of force you give, the more, you know, the more beauty it would create. জাগবে ততই, I cannot actually translate it in English. जागने का word, for literal word is obviously waking up, but waking up is not the right translation for this particular phrase because it tries to say कि you know जो झरना है वो झरने के जैसा लगेगा तभी ज़्यादा जब उसका फोर्स बहुत ज़्यादा होगा. Hindi is much nearer than English, so that's why I'm trying to use Hindi here. Hanbe totoi mana, hanbe tore mana. So you know, you give force, but it will equally give you a pushback. The amount of force you give. So imagine the water that splunges, that jumps up from the cliff with a force. The rock is also very strong, right? So when both goes face to face, the pushback is also equally forceful. So I mean, why he's giving these elements for you to compare is to actually see it's the mapping, the amount of life force you are going to throw yourself into the unknown, that will equally give a pushback to you. So don't get nervous about it. In a way, indirectly he's trying to say, do not get nervous about it. It's nature. It's the way of nature. That's natural. অজানাকে বশ করে তুই করবি আপন জানা. Now he is giving you a certainty that you will वश में करना. वश करा meaning वश में करना, that is you will wash. It's a very hypnotic use of the word control. So you will gain control over the unknown, and that is the way for making yourself known. অজানাকে বশ করে তুই করবি আপন জানা. You will know yourself, you will make yourself known by knowing, by controlling, by getting control over the unknown. Okay, so that is, he is trying to inject fearlessness in you. He is trying to inject the, you know, the life force that you have in your youth. He is trying to, you know, push, give it it's like he's trying to fuel you up. Cholai cholai bajbe joyer bhiri. Then he is giving you a vision. He's not only just saying you to do it, but also he is giving you a vision of how it would turn out if you do that. Cholai cholai bajbe joyer bhiri. Cholai cholai, he is using the word twice nearby. It means that when you will be walking across, in every step of yours, there will be the sound of victory. Joyer bheri, bajbe joyer bheri. There will be the sound of victory. পায়ের বেগেই পথ কেটে যায় করিস নে আর দেরি. So, in the speed, in the pace of your own footsteps, in the speed of your, how your walk will be sped up so much because of that life force. You will be walking with so much speed that in that speed itself, পথ কেটে যাবে. পথ কেটে যাবে, by that he actually meant that your life will be done by that time. Your life will be done. The time span that you are given, it will be done. করিস নে আর দেরি. It slightly gives you that reminder that life is a brief period of time you have been given. Make use of it. Do not waste your time. He attaches this last tail to it. পায়ের বেগেই পথ কেটে যায় করিস নে আর দেরি. করিস নে আর দেরি. Here he says, please do not waste any more time. Ore Nutan Juger Bhore. So directly we do not see the mention of nation, country anywhere here, but in the very first line, Ore Nutan Juger Bhore, there itself we can understand the appeal, and that appeal is of course to the countrymen, to the people of India. Probably this can be also visualized to other countries. Anyone can think of it for their own motherland, but as he is an Indian, we can think of Indians. And it is so much fitting right now. I am so happy that I chose this song, and I am so sure that it would have resonated with you so much, and you would have loved Tagore for writing these lines so beautifully to inspire. And it's so meaningful, right? Like it makes so much sense, and it really fills me up with so much of affirmation, courage, hope, faith, life force, that yes, do not stay in disbelief that will I be able to do it, will I be not be able to do it. Whenever you are doing for your own countrymen, whenever you are doing for your loved and your near and dear ones, it's not a selfish act. It's something that you are doing out of love for the people you love. We just need to increase the size of our the circle of love. We initially are just the 4 people in our family example, then the family, the extended family, then maybe the neighborhood, then maybe the community, then maybe the district, then maybe the state, then maybe the country. That way we increase the size. So anything we do for solving the problems of our countrymen, of our beloved India, that is something makes life so much meaningful and so much exciting, so much beautiful. And what is life without a mission? And songs like this affirms that yes, we can happily pass on life when we throw our life force to a particular mission for the good of the whole, for a greater good. Right, and yeah, I'm happy to analyze this song. I hope you like it, and please do like, share, comment, subscribe. But yeah, before we close this video, it's 35 minutes. I want to announce one thing as promised in the start of the video, is that I'm thinking, I already posted about this, but I want to also tell in the video, is that I'm trying to I am having multiple interests in different fields. So you'll get to know all of that one by one as I keep on uploading different playlists. So currently that I am doing Tagore song analysis playlist, but I also want to introduce a poetry playlist. Since I have been doing these analysis videos and you have all subscribed to my channel, and the rest would also be subscribing, so you must be knowing that the song is also musical poetry actually. So when we are doing a song, it's not the word of poetry. So I am thinking, if you have subscribed this channel for the music part of it, for the lyrical part of it, for the analytical part of it, whatever, it is connected to poetry. So I don't think if I do poetry here, it would not resonate with you. You would love it. This is my faith. So let me know in the comment section if you are ready to accept poetry in this channel. I am thinking of posting some shorts first of poetry that are self-composed by me. So for your kind information, by God's grace, I had self-published my book in 2019. The name of the book is Thank You Miss Poetry. If you want to explore, I can share the link of my book, the Amazon link, in the pinned comment section, and in my pinned comment I mean, and you can try to look at it. But I would probably be reading some poetry that I have recently done, or maybe some of my published work, but I want to post some of my self-composed ones. So having said this one, another thing is that I'm also planning, like I have been writing poetry for around 22 years now by God's grace, and poetry is very close to me, very close to my heart. And I have been doing poetry spaces in Twitter, which is now called X. I have done more than 60 poetry spaces now by God's grace. I have come across great poets and also other great personalities who are very successful in their own fields of art and education. So from that experience, I have started doing poetry workshop. I think I have briefly mentioned about this in another video also, but I want you to be knowing about it a little more, because I feel you would be interested about this. So I am thinking of doing a master class also, um, which I would want to share all the information about very soon. I'll probably post a separate video altogether with all the information about it. I'll also post about it. So if you want to join the master class, do join that. And then if you feel like it's the workshop is good, then you can share with your friends, with your relatives, with whoever you want to. But yeah, art is something that is going to keep us alive in the next coming future, and I'm really excited how far we go together with this channel called Voices of Bharat. So having said all of that, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.